All right, so apprentice in training, and I just tested the temperature of the system through the ductwork, and you can see here we made an incision, and this part of the ductwork came up to 85 degrees. And then afterwards we tested this part of the ductwork, and you can see here where the incision is made, and the system is reading 96. So it's overheating. So we came over here and screwed off some of the bolts, pulled this off, and tested the electrical wire that is reading that the emergency heat is on. Yay! This is fun, I love it! More!
Boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie.
I love it. This is fun.
Wires are burned. Not good. Very bad. So we already have verified that the electric backup heat is running all the time and it's not supposed to. And we opened this up and we saw bad wires, melted, smells burned.
Mm-hmm.
So now we just got to test the relays right here and see why they're stuck on. Probably one of these relays is just stuck and needs to be replaced.
And of course, we safely turned off the system and knowing that the electrical wires are still active. So we are being safe while we are testing things with the system right now. And we will keep you updated. Stay tuned for Danielle and Rich are bored and fixing their system because we're cool and we love HVAC stuff. Okay, bye.
And make sure that this doesn't have powers. No powers, no powers. No powers. Any powers here? 18 volts. 15.
And I believe he stated he's checking the relays.
That's weird. And then that has
He's thinking.
256. This is super, super dirty.
Obviously.
Not very good.
Ugh.
Ugh.
And look at those wires. They're bothering me. I kind of want to like straighten them out and make them look right.
Yeah.
Not right now, because...
But after, when we fix it, when we repair it.
Yes.
I take this off.
What the real technician said, the certified one.
Whew.
Oh, you have a lot of hair on your back.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It just fell right off.
Oh. What happened? Let me see.
I don't even know if that was like, it just fell right off.
Well, that doesn't seem safe.
No. And then this part.
It should be wired in properly, right?
See, melted. Burned.
Ooh! That needs to be replaced.
Very bad.
Very bad. Very unsafe.
All right, let's put back to that and measure resistance. Zero.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
0 ohms. I'll put that up for you guys to make sure that so you can hear it. Beep. Not good. And then this wire. Come on. Get off there. Man, that one's really on there. There we go. And okay. Interesting. Interesting because this top part is stuck and the bottom part's not.
Interesting.
So that's why I guess one of the heat strips was working all the time and the other one wasn't. But I wonder if that's burned out.
It looks pretty burned out from what I'm
the
seeing.
The wires are definitely burned out.
Yeah.
And
but do you think the inside of the system?
Maybe. I kind of want to like pull this off and pull it out and look at it.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We can either pull the blower out and look at it from inside, or we can pull this part out and look at it.
I definitely think since we just found a wiring issue that we should take the top part out. The blower in here actually has sounded pretty good. But of course, I would definitely agree with that being more of a priority right now.
Yeah.
Do you agree, certified technician?
I agree. I think
Okay.
it sounds good. I'm going to test this one too. See, that one doesn't beep. That's how it's supposed to be. So that one's good.
Sweet.
This one,
Bad.
bad.
Danger.
Danger, no good. And we have to replace the wires too, anyway. But we'll pull this out and then take a look and make sure that the thing itself isn't burnt up.
That's a good idea. All right, guys, stay tuned. We're going to take this baby off and move on to the next section. Because I noticed a huge change as soon as you hit that one.
It went to 0, right?
Yeah.
Or like 0 point.
0.094.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
So there's no power there.
Safely remove the...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's no power there anymore. So now we're good.
Sweet.
And
awesome.
Yeah, so all this stuff is de-energized. So, and I also turned off the heat pump one.
Okay, so the circuit breakers, the whole system is completely shut off. So now what we're gonna do, well, what he's gonna do, because, you know, we're going to remove this back panel and look inside the system to see if there's anything that's burnt out or, you know, possibly anything that might need to be replaced.
Cool. Those two. And those two.
Sweet. Okay. Tools!
Oh, there it is.
This one?
Yep.
I pulled out the right tool.
Oh, it might be easier with the yellow handle one because it's longer. See?
You ruined it. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Thank you. Dang, I lined it up to all the holes. That one's in. Secure this one. Bam. Alright, that looks good. Put the screwdriver between my legs. Screw!
There we go.
Now this side's the tricky side. That's all right. I got this. All right. That one's in. Get that in there a little tighter. All right, what's my time?
Your time? You have 11 minutes.
11 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Oh, shoot.
It's not bad, huh?
Not bad. Oh, and I already changed the filter, too, and I did an amazing job. So last time I changed our filter down there and taken the screws off. Turn the unit off, check the thermostat. And then I changed the filter and put it on the right side up, because, you know, they have arrows now. That's the thing. And then, yep, everything looks good. It's on there nice and straight. Screws are nice and tight. Probably screw this side a little bit more. I noticed a little wobble. All right, yep. This isn't hard. This is fun. I love learning this stuff.
Do your happy dance. It's awesome.
Yay! All right, now we gotta put the. Do we want to do anything else?
That thing broken.
That thing broken.
Well.
All right, everybody. So our next step after the electrical work and finding some issues with that, we are now going to do a leak search and check the blower and just make sure there isn't any other underlining issues. Yeah. And Rich is going ahead and getting his little testy thingy. So we're going to test the leaky thingy majigger and go from there.
Hello.
Hello. All right, so what are we looking at here?
This is the H10 Pro by Bacharach, a refrigerant leak detector.
Ooh.
So we're going to run this across the evaporator coil for the heat pump and make sure that there's no refrigerant leaks.
Yay!
Yes. So I'm going to start this guy up. This thing's a super sensitive, very, very expensive piece of equipment. So you want to be careful with it that you don't bang it around or anything. I've broken it a couple times. And we're just going to wait for it to get like a slow and steady beat to it. Which will take a little bit because it's cold. It has to warm up a little bit. But while it's warming up, then we can take this panel off and get access to the coil.
Listen on this. Come on, zoom in on this. Look at this shit, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Ay.
And this is why we always recommend cleaning the system thoroughly and always having a air scrubber or anything like that in your home, as well as it's important to always change your filter.
Not very good.
No. All right.
Well, so this thing.
And I'll take that from you. That's the buildup. But it does look like, if you guys notice, that there's more buildup in this area. Like more buildup of mildew and possible leakage from the water, from the refrigerant. But over in the back there, I don't see as much rust. So if anything, we would be able to determine it in here, possibly. But of course, we would check all surfaces for the next time. But right now, it doesn't look like we're able to really identify that at this moment. But we will. We will. Because we definitely want to get a really good reading. You know, and especially when, etc., etc. Okay, cool.
Awesome.
I tried. I think I did pretty well.
Yeah. Do you want to check that little thing?
Yeah.
Because that connection right there too, but it's probably good. But just in case,
Absolutely.
I'll hold this
I will
back for
check
you.
anything you feel, mister.
Okay, well, it says it's good apparently.
Yeah, well, we're definitely gonna check that out again at some point. All right, so we checked the coil for a leak, and I believe next we're gonna take a look at the blower just to make sure there's no underlying issues there.
Very
Although I'm
grippy.
really glad they don't make like the screws completely out of my reach.
No, you just wait.
Whatever. I really like this. I like unscrewing these things. I don't know why. And then pulling things off. And then looking on the inside and like, ooh, what do we got here? Huh? What do we got? What do we got to fix?
Oh, a couple
What do we
burnt
got
wires,
to
huh?
make these custies all happy and give them a working system for heating season, air conditioning season. It's all about helping people, you know? All right, I pulled out one screw.
So you got one on this side too.
Okay.
Same spot.
So they're on each side. Good to know, and it's the one facing here. Or do we put both of them?
Nope, just the one.
Just the one, okay. I'm gonna get down on my knees. Will you marry? No, sorry. By the way, friends, I'm a lot more professional than this. This is Danny's at home time. All right, so we do have some dust and things like that in the blower. All right, everybody, so we just pulled the blower out and we are checking inside the blower. We do find a lot of dust, and I mean, these are kind of like, the blades are all right. But we did notice some fungus, possible black mold, or some form of other mold. We would need to get, a mold specialist out. Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, we would need to get a mold specialist out to diagnose what type of mold that is. But regardless, it is something serious that we do want to have addressed after we clean this baby up and get it going. All right.
Oh yeah, so on this side, I got a little stubby.
Screw.
A little baby one.
Oh my god, it's
perfect.
adorable.
And that way you can loosen that strap up on that thing and pull it out.
Okay, you gotta be more specific because I'm brand spanking new.
Because those things
It's my first time ever doing this, guys.
Wait, stop before you go any further.
Stop.
The capacitor, it stores an electric charge, so sometimes it can have an electric charge stored in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so the way you discharge that is it has like 2 prongs on the top of it.
Okay.
And you just short them out. So like you'll touch that screwdriver from one prong to the other and it will get rid of that electric charge. So
Okay.
I'll do it for you, but I'll show you how to
show
after.
me how to do that. Oh, I got it.
There you go.
Whew.
Nice.
I just need to not look at it and
Yeah.
do it rather than force it. Okay, and then I do the other side, correct?
No, then you
just
just
that
pull
one?
that thing out because we can test it.
All right, pull it out or
Yeah.
like out of the silver part.
Yep. You can pull it all the way out of here.
All right,
Cool.
and this baby is the coil.
That's the capacitor.
Capacitor. All right, it's a lot for a newbie. We'll get there.
It is.
All right, capacitor.
And this
Blower.
thing, we're going to turn it to capacitance so it can test the capacitor. And so I switch this over till...
And do I need to let go of the wires or anything?
Oh yeah, you can let go of them.
All right, guys. Learning experience. Learning new things. This is very interesting. Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know a capacitor was that small.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I thought it would be like a huge thing.
And this one...
Oh, we get a little barcode. Does that mean we get a discount?
Can you get a discount? Too much Amazon shopping. Too much.
Wow.
This one's rated for 15 UF. That's in microfarads. That's how they're measured.
Ooh.
And so I switched this thing over to read microfarads.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just take this one prong and put it on one pin, and then take the other one and put it on the other pin. And you can measure how much. And this says plus or minus 6%.
Okay.
But everybody always uses 10%. So...
All right, so the same type of structure last time. The black and red one like that.
Yep.
And now do I go in or do I go through the holes?
No, it's easier to test it right like at the holes. It doesn't really matter.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it takes a minute for it to read, 15.12.
It's good.
Yeah, that's really good.
15. 15. Well, there was a 15, but it went away because I have to move my hand.
Nice.
15!
15, there it is.
Yeah. All right.
That's good.
That's good. That makes me happy. Good things. All right.
Nice.
I checked for wiggles. There's no wiggles.
No wiggles.
It's secure. I did it. It was great. How does it look, boss?
Man, it looks good. Not bad at all. That's so good. I'm just gonna put that rubber part on there.
I'll behave. All right. Is it supposed to be tight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
I wanted to make sure it's secure so it's not loosey-goosey. But if it needs to be a little loosey, then we can make it a little loosey.
We're gonna grab something and clean that.
Yes.
Ew. Gross.
Yeah, it's freaking black mold, dude.
Here's this part.
All right, new growth findings. You guys see that little section right there? It's a big chunk of some kind of buildup, growth. Definitely not healthy, guys. Definitely not healthy. But thanks to our air scrubber. Thanks, air scrubber. Air quality. All right, so now we're gonna clean up this baby and move on to the next step. Yeah, here we go. All right, so we just put the blower back in and just screwed in the screws. Me, because I'm learning and he is guiding me. And so far, he thinks I'm doing pretty well.
Very good.
And that is another wire that goes to the air handler for the electrical work. That is burned and beat to crap.
Melted.
Melted. Yeah.
Not good.
Not good. Not safe. Definitely don't want to put that back in. So what we're going to do is we are going to be using our heat pump as backup heat. And we are going to put this in to order and get some new wires. So that way everything can function.
We're going to look at the wiring diagram and see where a good place is to disconnect this bad boy.
Diagram.
So the wiring diagram says black and black, go to heater 2. This one, this is where it's burning, and heat sequencer right there. That part's the one that's burnt. So if we disconnect this over here, red goes to the bottom of the circuit breaker. So we just need to disconnect the power to that.
Okay. So just the center, the center.
Blower relay, that would. So we got to follow this wire and go up to the red at the bottom of the circuit breaker.
Like there?
Which is going to be one of those red wires.
Would it? Oh, okay. And is it the front or the back ones? And it was the center one we're looking for, right? Like this one? Is it this one, honey?
Let's see.
That one in the middle there?
I think so.
Like
I'm trying to...
This one right here, where my finger's like stuck in. That one in the middle in the back there.
The one
because you got the two on the outside, so this one.
Let's see.
Cool. I love learning this stuff, especially electrical work, man. This is awesome. But this whole mess right there, whoever did that, you should definitely clean up your shit. All right. Wow, those were some crazy eyeballs, man. They were like, hi. I see you. Do you need any light? Do you want me to put the flashlight on? What do you have?
Ugh. Get out of there. Ugh. It'll probably help if I cut that though. Probably.
Do you want to cut that, or doesn't it secure everything? No? Okay.
Yeah. Get out of there. Stupid thing. No one likes you. And then what else is holding this in? Ah, there we go. Huh.
Dun.
Now it's easier to get to. Ooh, this is
Yay.
so loose. Look, it's just like
Ooh,
hanging
and
out
look
there.
how dirty it is on the inside.
Ooh.
If I'm correct, isn't that a fire hazard? If there's that many like dust bunnies in there, that could cause a fire.
Not good.
Not safe. We're just gonna that way.
Yeah, I just want to like blow that out.
And where's my Swiffer, man? Let me get my Swiffer and get all up in there.
Get a Swiffer in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get it.
Are you?
Yeah, is that a thing?
I don't think we don't usually use Swiffers.
Well,
If I just
why not?
like blow it like that.
I'm gonna get a Swiffer.
Okay. She's gonna get a Swiffer. In the meantime, I'm gonna take this off. Get all these off. Come on. Grab one of these. That one. And that one.
Alright, I got the Swiffer, and this is the dirtier Swiffer. It's not the new Swiffer.
Okay.
Alright, dusting.
She got the Swiffer.
Oh! Like a blowing out a freaking candle. Ugh.
She's a technician.
Catch it, catch it. No. Go outside the house. Look at that. Look at that, guys. You never use a Swiffer. Come on.
Oh my god.
Look at all the dust. It's just spraying everywhere. Jesus Christ. Get those edges. Definitely all up in there. It's not if I get a truck some, Dave. And my husband thinks I did pretty dang good. This was my first time ever doing any of this, by the way. So obviously, mistakes are bound. But I learned so much. So it's like, even if I'm, you know, as a technician or, you know, as a customer service representative, either way, I have a better understanding of the system. So I'm able to help customers regardless. And that's my goal. Helping people is what Danielle loves to do. I do like fixing stuff, I must say. Outbound dialing, guys. Come on. This is so much funner. Okay.
Awesome.
There's some little dust in there, but I don't think it's too bad.
Let's see how that looks.
But you take a look. At least the outsides.
Oh yeah, that's way better.
Better?
I'll probably take these wires off so
Like
you can clean
these,
it
yeah.
better.
Can we take like some of these wires off, or you just want to leave
Yeah,
those?
because we know that all the red ones go on this side, and then all the black and white ones go on that side.
Okay.
So we can just take them all off and put them all back on after.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, and
By the way, guys, today is Rich's birthday.
happy birthday!
This is what we're doing for his birthday.
I love it. Best birthday gift I could ever have is fixing an HVAC unit with my wife. All right, so we're leaving that one out.
Leaving that wire
And we
out?
put the red ones back on that terminal, but these ones, whatever ones are loose, we got to tighten them up.
Okay.
So just
Tighten it.
right side, but as far as which terminal pin they go on, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so that's the black one. And then we have the white one on this side. We'll get it in there. Secure it very well. And that looks good.
Nice. Yeah, those are nice and tight, right?
Nice
So
and tight.
if you pull a little bit, then they don't come right off. Nice. As long as all the red ones are on this side, but which pin doesn't matter.
Okay, gotcha. So they can go on either pin.
Yep.
Just as long as it's on.
Because if you look at the pin, it's all the same pin, so it doesn't matter.
Do they need to face a certain way, like face in the opposite direction? No, okay.
No, whatever's easiest so that it doesn't contact any metal or anything.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty, so
Are
we
those,
have a...
Are those pretty tight? Because I remember some of them were like really loose. I think it was this one though.
No, I pulled it. I mean, if you want to, you can double check. Absolutely. Go ahead and give them a whack.
I'll give them a little tug.
Give them a little tug.
Give it a tug. Oh, ha, that one's kind of loose. The way I fixed that was just, see how it's kind of like twisted a little bit?
Yeah.
I don't have one that's straight to show you, compare it to. Oh, this one's pretty straight, kind of, but I don't know. This one's like kind of.
I do. I see this corner right here is bent in a little bit.
Take this thing, and if it fixes, then that's great. But if not, then we might have to replace that.
And we definitely want to double check this one. I mean, did you check this one? Is this one? I mean, this one's pretty, seems secure, but if it's not, then yeah, let me know.
I just use these stupid things to try to straighten it. All right, so that's straightened up a little bit. Way better. It's a little bit straighter, and it's going to be really tight on there.
Sweet.
And I'll put that one in the back so there's room in the front. So, and this one's just take it. There we go. Perfect.
Alright, they're all secured, and here's just obviously some cool things.
You know, this is where it's
Oh, definitely.
Alright, and we have two of them.
Alright, so we just put a 12 gauge on the one wirings because the other one was all a hot mess.
So melted.
So melted. Danger! Danger!
Like a 2.5? Yeah. So melted and bad.
Ooh.
Ugh. It's like cracky.
Gross!
Ugh. So we cut that part off. All the bad part, cut it off.
Alright, bad parts, and then we're putting a new 12 gauge on.
So I use this to where it says 12. It's really dimmed out.
Boom!
Burnt back right there. And
so he's cutting off the burnt edges to that portion of the electrical wire. So that way we're going to use the healthy side of the wire while we put in a new 12 gauge.
just colored at the top.
Oh yeah, cut that off.
This bad parts of the wire. So I'm going to cut it back.
We want those clean, nice white parts I see down there.
Oh yeah. In the sleeve, because it's going to go, this thing's going to go on there. So you don't want it to fit on there like this where it has metal hanging off the bottom. And you want enough to where it's going to make a good connection. So just enough like that.
Perfect.
So, it's about a 1/2 inch. But if you're ever unsure,
1/2 inch.
then sometimes I use one of these.
So as you guys can see, I'll get a little zoomy. This is the, well, if it would freaking zoom, why you blur, yo. Yo, why? Whoa. Sorry.
Like this.
There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. See, now that's a healthy wire, guys. Look at that. Ooh. Just feel how healthy that is. Okay, now I'm getting my freaking dirty fingers on it.
If you're ever unsure, I use these a lot, where you just cut it like right where.
So it's a 1/2 inch.
The inch. See, it's about the same length as that.
Oh, a little bit bigger.
A little bit, but
Not
you
very
can just
much.
kind of eyeball it with those.
Perfect. Okay, so that's good to know.
And then put this thing on here, and you twist it. Oh yeah, I don't know if you saw, but I twisted that wire so that it all stays together. And then when you put this on, you kind of twist it the same direction to make sure it doesn't fray the edges out. And there's a little stopper in there, but if you look down, you probably can't see it on there, but there's a little stopper. So you push it all the way up to the stopper. And then you take, one more tool. Here we go. This one. The crimper tools. And you put them all the way at the back where it says insulated, because this is an insulated terminal. And you put it right there in the middle and squeeze down as hard as you can.
And is that going to secure the metal portion to the wire in place before you put it back on.
Yep, that secures it really good. It makes a good electrical connection.
Sweet.
And so now that after you did that, you just like pull on it and it shouldn't move.
Sweet.
So that's going there really good.
So flappy wires could cause an electrical problem if they're not properly tightened and aligned.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. So this is what I'm learning about.
And then I take this guy and put it down right back where it's supposed to go.
Plug it in, plug it in.
And it's nice because it's really tight, and so that's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did. That was smooth. Smooth, bitch. Smooth.
There we go.
And it's fixed. All right. All right. So we just put these wires back in earlier, and then the two red ones, just how they were before. The only one that we are leaving out is this one, because this wire no longer works, which is why we're using the electric backup heat. And then we just added the 12 gauge onto the black wire, so then that way, you know, it's securely in the system and it's all aligned evenly. And
It's your
yeah.
turn. You get to do that one.
Yay!
This one's burnt.
All right, so now I'm going to do what he just did with the black wire.
Oh, and that's super, super loose. You can just like,
Yeah.
see? That's like
No loosey-goosey.
not good. So you can tighten that one up too.
All right, wait, am I doing the same thing that you just did, or am I just tightening this section up? Are we cutting off the half
this
inch?
one you have to cut back and do what I just did.
All right.
And then on this one, you can just tighten this little thing up.
Okay. All right.
And also the tip of this is a little bit discolored. So we'll
Okay.
cut it just a little bit like that.
Oh, all right.
There.
What do you think, boss?
That looks good.
All right. Much better.
And I got that.
And they look like they're all in line.
It looks the right size.
Good. Right size. All right. Make sure these are...
You're doing good.
Really?
Yeah, you are.
I
Don't worry.
Okay, well, I want to do it again because I definitely want to do better than I did this time. Sure. Oh God, I'm so excited to clamp this bitch in. Ah!
Squeeze like really, really as hard as you can.
I just don't want to break it.
No, you won't.
Okay. Now, is there anything I should look for? Like, does it need to be like smooth when it's secured? I'm gonna tighten it more, but there's some things. I'm gonna do the other side.
That's pretty good.
All right, so that side, and I'm gonna flip it this way too. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, because I just want to tighten it on both sides so that way it's flat and even on both.
Right there.
And then I jam it in.
That's right.
Does it need to be like super tight? Ah, I got it. I felt it.
Nice. Yeah,
All
that's how it should be. It's like.
All right, smooth when it slides right in, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
Okay.
it's still like tight to where you have to kind of push hard on it. Not like this one, where this one just like, you know, that was like.
Yeah.
That's way
Well,
too
that one
loose.
we're gonna do this real quick.
You can try it.
Let's give it a try. And can it face like this?
It goes right below the blue one.
Right below the blue one. Now, does it need to face up or down? Doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's way better. It's hard to get it on there. That's tight.
Damn right. Okay, and this is our bad wire that we're not using. Wait, are we using that? Yeah.
Nope, that's
the
you're right.
bad one.
That's
Okay.
the bad one. So
make sure.
that's to disconnect it.
All right, so now the 2 red ones are plugged in, and
Awesome.
awesome. So now what do we do with these wires? Because we're not using them. Can they still hang out in the system?
We'll have to secure that so it doesn't like do anything. So we're gonna put some electrical tape on here.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll just clip this off and put a wire nut on it. That's probably better. And then I'll zip tie it up.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right, and so we return. So we fixed all the wiring up here. We noticed that some of the wires weren't really wired the way they were supposed to be. We moved this one out of the way and we kept it off with a wire nut so that it's not going to touch anything, and secured it there. That way it's just in place, so when everything gets fixed, we know where it goes. And put all the wires back that you can see. Danielle cleaned that really good with duster, Swiffer. And yeah, so the wires are pretty messy, but that'll get fixed whenever we fix all that stuff. And all that's back together. So she's just putting this cover panel back on. And then once she gets that on, then we're going to test with the meter and make sure that the electric backup heat doesn't kick on like it was before. And our electric bill is going to suck this month.
It already sucked last month.
Yeah. I wonder how long it's been stuck. Well, I guess it just stuck because we didn't notice it till today. And it got 82 in our house.
Yeah, and we were like,
So, yeah, that's a problem.
Ruh-roh. These babies out of my way. And we've changed the filter already, so we're good on that, I think. Yeah, it was like 2 months ago. The quality in the home is still good, so normally you can tell if your filter needs to be changed because it'll get a lot of dust and stuff in your home. That's one tip you guys can look out for. If you notice a lot more dust building up in your home, your filter needs to be changed.
The words of the wise.
So let me put the top portion back on.
And so this is on amps that I got it clamped around that same one that was running constantly last time. I'm gonna leave this breaker off for now, and then we'll just kick the breaker on when we turn the main breaker on.
I wasn't listening. What was that, sweetheart?
Oh, here you go. Here's this. I'm gonna turn the main breaker on, and
All
then
right.
we'll just keep this off for now, and then we'll
You
come
got
back
it.
in.
So he's going to turn the circuit breakers on after that, and then we'll check everything, and we're going to... What?
The power's coming on.
Awesome. Ready for power? Dun, dun, dun.
Alright, it's got power. So...
Do you want me to flip the switches? Or not yet?
I'm just going to verify the power real quick just because I don't know why. I just always good to make sure you know what you're doing.
Agreed.
245. All right. And this is
Still
off,
better
right?
than how it was last time.
Nice. All right. So yeah, now we can flip that breaker on.
Okay, so we just check the safety, make sure everything's good, and now we are going to flip the system back on.
And I'll test this down here. 245.
Perfect. It's better than it was when we checked it out. So yeah, when we first did it, it was 25 something. So that's good. That's where it should be.
And it's just these things.
Be very careful because we just turned the system back on. It may take a few minutes just for it to get up and running again.
This is from there to there.
All right, and I hear the power outside, which means it's getting ready to kick on any minute now.
It'll take a few minutes because of the time delay, but
Plus, it's an older system. You know, it's normal for systems to, you know, sometimes take a little longer to start up. And bada bing,
Whew.
Woo!
Fan.
That sounds good. It looks good. Yeah, this feels good. We did it.
No electric backup heat.
No electric backup heat. We resolved the problem.
Fixed it.
Together, we fixed it. Holy shit. I cannot believe.
That's a good feeling,
It's
huh?
a good feeling, yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And it was so fun to learn, and I'm so happy that he really taught me this stuff, and especially electrical wires, you guys. That is complicated, but man, I really learned a lot about HVAC systems. All right. Safely removed. Alrighty, now I'm going to screw the top back on with my senior technician's permission. All right.
I'll hold this for you.
Yeah, baby. Here we go. All right, where's my screwdriver? And then after this, I'm going to check the ductwork again just to make sure everything's, if there's any good changes here. All right. So we got to jam this back in. Make sure it's level.
Nice.
And I see all 4 holes, so I'm going to go ahead and proceed. Feel the vibration. All right. So, we checked the coil for a refrigerant leak. We did not find any refrigerant leaks at this time. We checked the capacitor as well, and just checked the levels of that. And then I cleaned the blower, and then we found some issues with the electrical wires. We were able to save one by cutting off the bad portion of it, and fixing the wiring, and then putting a 12 gauge on it. Let's see. Oh, Don, what was I saying?
Oh, just what we were doing.
Oh, yeah.
What we did so far. We fixed that, and so we diagnosed that failed relay too, because that relay's.
That was the biggest thing we diagnosed, was that, what he said. For me, repeating things that I do after doing them or while doing them helps me keep them in mind. And this looks like a really bad screw that I do not want to put on.
Is it a bad one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong. Yeah.
And it's the wrong size anyways, but it looks like we're missing one. I don't have any copies.
Oh, here's one.
Oh, there it is. Aha. And after doing all this, honestly, I even noticed that the system it sounds and is operating a lot better than it did. For how long? Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Okay, yeah, let's push a little bit. Okay, there we go.
Good one.
Okay, if I can get this one off. It's a little lopsided. Let's see. There we go. There we go. I felt a wiggle. Oh my god. Little technical difficulties.
So it's just like spinning in there.
Yeah. But it's secured in there. It's just hard.
Oh, well.
A little bit of a bitch to get off. You can check and.
I have a little trick I can show you.
There we go. Yeah.
It's when they get like that, then I can what's this? Then you take something really small, like a really small screwdriver, and you put it underneath, and you just like turn it sideways, and that way it pries up from the bottom, and then it pulls it out like that. Like this one's like.
Trade?
Yeah. Do you want us to or do you want me
I don't care. Good angle on it. There we go.
So much better.
All right, so one more time, temperature gauge. And I'm gonna put it through the same hole as I did last time.
So it's definitely
So that's
cooled
good.
off.
It's definitely cooled off. Yeah, we just started the system, so we still want to give it a little bit more time. But so far, I think it's looking really well. All right, we'll go with 76. And this is the one that was overheating, this side of the ductwork that was reached up to 96 when we first started. So let's see what we got now. Perfect.
76, same temperature.
All right, so now they're even. So we did it. We fixed the freaking system and we determined the relay needed to be replaced because it's burnt to shit.
Holy crap.
I can't believe I did it.
That's
I know
awesome.
you guided me, but man, I'm like so proud. Like I can actually do this.
You are awesome. Good
That was
job.
awesome. Hell yeah. Thanks to you. I
Yeah.
can totally do this.
Yeah. I know. You're so awesome. I'm
Wow.
proud. I'm so proud. Yep. HVAC.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Again.
We can do the outdoor.
Let's see.